This is your Locked on Lakers Sports Podcast, hosted by Chase Carpenter Golf YouTube. Hope you like the video. Hello everybody, this is Chase Carpenter Golf YouTube back with another video. Today we are in our second series of the Locked on Lakers podcast series. I'm sorry for the delay on the second video. We've had a lot of stuff just going on. I started back school at Lindsay. Just a quick shout out to my Lindsay stuff. We got rated the number 3 team in NAIA preseason poll top 25. Also, our Lindsay Wilson girls got rated number 19. And yeah, I just look forward to having a great year with my Lindsay Wilson golf. Also, I have a new name, image, likeness deal with the Swing U app. It's a new app that we are using with the golf team, and I'm glad to be partnered with them. Now, let's get into our topics for today's video. The Lakers have had an interesting start to the football season. The first game was just, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, anytime you lose to Dare County, I mean, it was just one of them nights where getting used to a lot of new players, and just, yeah, it was just one of them nights. But, however, the Lakers nearly pulled off just a crazy game at Somerset this last Friday. The final score was, unfortunately, we lost 28-24. But, I mean, the Lakers just had a heck of a game. We had a safety, a touchdown, return off a kickoff. I mean, there was just action the whole entire game. Somerset, I think, that touchdown they had at the end of the game, I got it on film, and I'm not 100% sure that his foot was in. I was on the opposite side of the field, but, I mean, I don't know. It was a very close call. I don't normally say anything about officials or anything, but I'm not 100% sure. But Somerset, the way they ended their last game last week, you can't help but feel sorry for them in that game, but then you turn around and it's a crazy game versus us. I mean, what can you expect? This week, the Lakers are playing South Laurel, which is not a normal matchup for the Lakers. Normally, we end up playing North Laurel, I feel like, or East Jessamine, so it is not a traditional matchup for the Lakers. But the way that we just played this last week, we should be in pretty good shape. South Laurel is currently in Class 5A. They're in District 8. They won their first game over Macquarie Central 35-23, which Macquarie Central is sometimes pretty good, and then a lot of time they're just hit or miss. And then they also beat Bourbon County 13-6, but Bourbon County is 0-2 on the year. So the Lakers should be able to have what should be a good, just bounce back game. I know South Laurel is about an hour and 10 minutes away from here. Went there several times throughout the basketball whenever I was a part of that. They have really nice field complex, and excited to roll with everybody on Friday. Also, Just, man, what a schedule the Lakers are getting ready to have. I forget if Boyle County's first or Taylor County's first, but after the Lakers play South Laurel and then Casey County, there will just be some games this year that the Lakers are going to have to dig deep if they would want to pull off some really good wins. Boyle County, they're the number one team in the whole state regardless of class. That's just from the KSR polls, and just no matter where you look. I mean, they just beat LCA with future Kentucky commit Cutter Bowley. I'm pretty sure the final score was 45-38, and it was just a crazy game. LCA the previous week had beat Bowling Green in what was a crazy game in the way like the Lakers just played Somerset. Also, I know our volleyball has been doing really good here as of late. If I'm not mistaken, they won tonight in the 2A section tournament. They won over LaRue County 3-0. Their next game is Pulaski at Russell County, August 31st. Our current record for varsity is 7-3. Also, I know the Lady Laker boys and girls golf has been doing good. And then also both of our soccer teams, I've seen they've had a few wins and they've been doing pretty well themselves. Also, before we know it, basketball season's going to be here. I know our boys with our new head coach, Coach Cooper, they should be really solid this year. They got a pretty good schedule, which they'll have some hard games as we always do, but you have everybody returning from last year's team, and it should be a really good year. Also, the Lady Lakers, they have a lot of young talent coming up. I know the middle school crew from last year that won the 8th grade conference, they'll be ready to roll, and you'll have pretty much all the returners from last year's team. They'll be ready to roll. I've heard all of them have had a really good summer, and Brett will have them ready to go for this upcoming season. Also, I would just like to say I'm up to 351 subscribers. If y'all don't mind, just hit the subscribe button down below. It really helps out the channel. And I'm trying to get to 400 by at least the end of football season. And then whenever basketball starts, try to get to more. This has been Chase Carpenter Golf YouTube with another Locked On Lakers podcast series.